It was preordained. And get that PP as well. Now that should tick up and allow us to... You got too many other mutual rivals, but Burgundy, Castile and myself will be more than enough to trounce the French. I guarantee it. Still, I'll need to ally Burgundy. Yeah, Castile needs to Castile needs to burn France to the ground. That's a bit of a saving of that saying. Yeah, I reckon we should gun down France soon. They're only allied with the Hansa and Riga, but no truces. Castile don't want to join in because they're in debt, but only because they're in debt. Mostly because they're at war with you, because of Portugal, but Portugal's winning, so that shouldn't take too long. Gives me time to get my claim. But before I get that claim, you are my rival, and as such, enjoy your embargo. Well, we're looking fine on legitimacy. I suppose we could manage that. So, Jake, you aren't doing what Scotland historically did. Well, kind of. I mean, I remember this happening, right? Don't you? So cheap. Could get my Diplotech. But I need 4 Diplotechs in order to get the enhanced colonial range. And by that time, I imagine Portugal will not be too willing to have me infesting their Africa. Still want Norway, though. But it would take time, and... You know what, I can come for Norway any day of the week. But France... I would have to bail Castile out. We should wait and have a moment to strike on France. That seems a little better. And the Bretons are loyal once more. Bah, humbug. Where are all my cogs anyway? Cogs to Yorkshire. Light ships get trading. I don't mind Gilchrist being part of this since he can make us trade a little better. Humiliate Norway again. Can you actually stack that up? Plus I wouldn't be able to harm them unless I brought in Sweden. Oh, Avignon, not Riga. Still, the France needs to go. They need to go far away, or far away as we would say. That's lame. That's nice, but not what I'm looking for. Can you change religion whilst at war? I get the feeling it's not something you can do. Long-time fan of Jake, first time catching the stream live. This is so hype. Well, thank you, Anima Goose. Welcome to the stream. The stream where I make very basic mistakes, and it's all very embarrassing. Alright, since everything is kind of calm here, and our money situation and naval force limit is not too shabby, I think it's high time. We've got ourselves a fair few more cogs to make it easier to transport our many men. 6, 7, no, what, 10? 12's a good number. It's a number I can get behind. Also, I believe we can throw an insult at France, since we don't have the insult bonus anymore. I don't think we need to have too good relations with you, since it's a 10-year wait until you chill out anyway. So there you go, France. Why don't you start that coalition, you big baby? Jake, what's the upside of Reformed? Protestant just seems super dope to me. Reformed, you could toggle on and off bonuses as you need them, so if you need Diplo Rep, or the ability to fight better, all of that jazz. Fort defense isn't really going to save me anytime soon here. And I can't afford anything with my military point. Oh, it's dip I'm almost capped on. Well, I know where to throw that. Yeah, I want that embassy. I just want it all. Castile's still busy with her war down there. Come on, Portugal, you have everything you need for this. It's just a recon quest, you can get it on the cheap. But I do need Castile's focus back in Iberia. Made that mistake before and it almost killed me. But it didn't kill me. I didn't hit the dip cap. A strong Burgundy would actually be quite nice to see for a change, so let's see if we can't ensure that. Ha, Anima Gauss, welcome to the family now. People subscribing to this baffles me, but they do, and it doesn't go unappreciated. Right, the question is, do I want to hang out in Brittany or Burgundy? I don't think we have any revolts to worry about back home, so let's hit up the Burgundians. Since we'll be calling them into the war, it won't exile our troops. Okay, excellent. Castile, you just need to get those troops of yours home. Let's go and wreck France. We've had easy pickings for far too long. It seems a bit daft of me not to go well above the force limit. I mean, France hits hard, shall we say. They have their Elan, of course. Manpower, oh jeez, France is just damn near unstoppable. Their enemies are Burgundy, Castile, and Austria, but I can't secure myself an Austrian alliance because I have all these other... Yeah, they're allied to England, and it just doesn't work out diplomatically. So... Oh, England switched. Excellent. That is just brilliant for me. For now. Depends how long it takes for Reformation to branch out. But that could well be excellent for me. Now you have got Miltech 9. Nobody's going to have 10 for a while. You have offensive ideas. You of course have religious. Oh, okay. And you have defensive. Defensive is good, especially since you have the second one, since that will negate France's Elan, or at least 3/4 of it. Good army strength. The Castilians are not yet home. Where is your navy, Castile? Bit of a really serious question. Where is your navy, Castile? Those transports, you know? You have 11 transports. Please put them to work. Where the hell are their transports? Where in the world are their transports? Hope the AI is not going to do that wonderful thing where they just kind of sit around going, I don't feel like coming home. Why would I go home? It's so comfy here in Africa. See, the French are going to have a lot of men. A lot of men. And they would probably dismantle us unless Castile actually brought some buddies home. There we go. Speaking of, do I have any places left to explore? Probably not. Good. Very good. Not as stupid as we thought. Another brilliant monarch for France, because they're a lucky nation, and that's what lucky nations get. How did you end up in La Mancha? I thought I saw you being offloaded in the north. I'm very confused. Oh, Castile's at war again? Ragusa and Tuscany? But that won't stop them getting involved in this war. Only barely, but they won't. Avignon is friends with Tuscany, not my concern. You know what, let's just do it. We can worry about the details later. Wait, where is my claim? Wasn't I claiming Normandy? I thought I claimed Normandy before, but it wouldn't be the first time that I just completely forget something important like that. I can already begin the annexation of Brittany, but they have their increased coring cost already. No, Castile, do not dedicate yourself to Ragusa. At least it's only Ragusa and Tuscany, no big problems there. Unless France were to ally one of them, then that would be a sizable problem. Castile wouldn't be allowed to be in both wars at once. Gosh, I love having money. Almost as much as the Bretons love peasants, but if those peasants stay there, then that's just more for France to waste their men on. Which works to our advantage in a way. Hmm, 38, 40, 50... almost 60,000 here. And the trouble is, we'll be fighting France on their territory, and France just laughs at our pathetic attempts to fight them in that situation. Their prestige is higher than mine, which is a... wait, what? No, it's lower than mine, which gives us a little bit of a morale bonus there, but doesn't change the fact that they have a LAN and we do not, and we're equal on the mill tech. However, I can get forced march, which might help. Certainly have a glut of military points. I hope Castile aren't just too exhausted for this war. That would be sucky. Now I need to beat France in decisive battles around here. If I let them clean up the Burgundian troops, which are a huge part of this coalition, that's going to be an issue. Good, they'll still join in quite solidly. Alright, let's just do it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Not worth the money, frankly. Our manpower is looking good, but we'll see what we can do with this. Avignon in the hands shouldn't be a concern. It's kind of good that we lose claims on the Bretons. And that's lovely, the French are just giving us a nice, easy victory at this... What? What are you scared of? They're only French. I want to be part of this, but only slightly. Oh. Okay, so numbers overwhelmingly in our advantage, but never want to underestimate the France. Jake, don't skimp on the discipline, guy. Nah, we'll be fine. I do like how France were happy to just roll on in there. They got the -1, but +1 on the shock. Little wonder they were too happy to join in. But what I will do is I will sit back. I'm not going to jump into this foolhardily, because these guys on the back row are going to be losing morale whilst the battle wages on. If I jumped in, my troops that would be here would just be losing morale without actually fighting. So I am going to hang around If they win the battle, then groovy. I'd rather prevent any of this, though, if I can actually stop you. Yeah, good. Alright, good money's probably still on France there. God damn, French morale never ends! That was a bad move by me. Should have backed up that battle. Now France got a fairly decisive victory there. And my reward is getting the pain train from it. Alright, that was an extremely bad move by me. I thought I could wipe that unit there very quickly, but I could not, because they are French. It's a good thing you have defensive. Let's go running home to the Mama Mercs. We'll hold out in Holland since at least it's March if they come for us there. France dominating the seas as well, that's a concern. A lot of concerns here, but what can we do? I'm gonna be clever. DDR Jake again. Yep, it just did not work. Alright, so they're hanging around here, which is just open grasslands. The French have squeezed out a couple of Chuck Norris generals, as they do. But let's see if we can't influence this battle a bit better than the last time. Depends how quickly the Burgundians melt. Which is pretty quickly. I won't be able to get my tick of morale, so my troops aren't going to be helping with diddly here. And the French have backup there. Almost foolish of me to join in. But I'm joining in. I hope the Castilians fare better than we do. Also we have the lazy diplomats as usual. Ah, that's an issue. We're just gonna get melted here by French morale. Unpleasant, but not worth me dying for. Alright, so let's just ignore the Burgundians and help out our Spanish bros. Alright, so the... you want to arrive in Yorkshire? Oh, sure. Enjoy that penalty. Okay, hopefully you will also retreat towards better places. Ah, now I'm going to get ravaged by religious issues. Alright, are you going to run here or down into Castile? Also, Castile, please make a move. Aragon. Okay, so one of the issues is that they are invested ever so slightly over here. Ever so slightly. But that's alright. I mean, what's the fun in having a steamrolling victory? Get out of my land, Hansa. What are you even doing here? Alright, so how do we deal with this Burgundy? Riddle me that. Also, that isn't good. Just letting the Aragonese navy get scuttled, which means these forces might be stuck over here once all is said and done. The hands have heavies that are blocking in my transports. A real shame. It might be considerably safer for me to seek shelter down in Castile. Burgundy can burn. Alternatively, if they're focused over here, maybe I could stick close to the Burgundians. There still are rather a lot of them, and they have half-decent morale. It's just that the French tend to melt you. Alright, that should be the end of those. Oh! Shoot. They are going for a moor, and that is one fresh stack. Burgundy's days are not looking good. If I reinforce it, then these folks will probably just... well, I could at least watch. No, I think we know how that's going to end. Who knows, the Burgundians might surprise us. They didn't really surprise anybody. I think they just retreated as fast as they could. Is it really worth me? No, not at all. Think about the numbers. Think about everything to do with that. What I should do is have you attached to me so that I have just a bit more influence around here. I think that's the end of the Burgundian influence in this battle. What? Okay, how about you stop with that completely? Run whilst you can, Jake. Running from France. How the mighty have fallen. Jake, pick the 3k off. No, they would reinforce from here. The French would stay in that battle for too long. Also, Castile, it is time to move. Castile just dismissed troops. No, but he did finish up that other war. The Neapolitans are stuck there, but who knows, we might get a bit of reinforcement yet. All the galleys are gone, but transports are still there. Maybe nobody will notice us if we just squeeze our way around here and we can launch some more troops down. Ah, that's rather nice actually. Okay, attempt 2. Come on, France. There's a little bit of hope about Austria declaring war. Not sure if they have Cassis. Oh, they'll have Imperial Cassis, won't they? No, they have no Cassis on the fronts. Well, I was complaining about too many dip points. Too many mill points, rather. Save a bit of money and get some troops over there. Hope I don't run into any French. Which, in a way, makes it silly for me to dedicate most of my fleet to this, when all I need are 5. Good job. I knew I could trust you over the Burgundians. Jake, do you have a moral or disciplined advisor? I wish I had a morale advisor, but I do not. I have a disciplined guy. Oh, I do have a morale guy, but I'm paying that. Well, maybe if an important battle is coming up, I'll spring for the disciplined guy. Alright, I'm feeling gutsy. I reckon we can split up just a little bit here. Trying to stick to hills. I know Armagnac is not hill, but we'll be okay. We'll be alright, lads. Also, sod this speed 2 malarkey. We can go speed 3, no problem. One shot, etc. Jake, how long until the French miners lose their cores? Probably quite a while. I'm not sure if we'll go for the punch-out cores tactic here, though. Oh, Burgundy. Don't just give them free war score here. Also, this is a concern because I'm leaving my islands unattended, whilst they probably don't want out of this war anytime soon. But as long as the French keep their ships down here, then that works out for me. No. Wasn't there a fort defense advisor? Prove your worth. I'll make that take slightly longer for you. We've got the Bretons attached to us. We've got the French focusing on the worthless lands of Burgundy, as was the plan all along. The screaming and the Doki Doki was all part of a plan that even I couldn't understand at the time. Also, please don't abandon Bern. It is a great mountainous, well, hilly now, but a great province nonetheless. I should be backing them up. Count's feud. I'm unsure what that's all about. Maybe it's religious. Yeah, you cannot convert whilst at war. That's a shame, because this war is probably going to take longer than I want it to. Bloomin' heck, France. Still, as long as you are willing to keep everybody somewhat distracted, I can spread out. Man, Burgundian troops have just made a paper mache. And the French are going to help out. Well, I should probably stick to what I was talking about when I was saying decisive battles should be reinforced. Stick with me, man. Because the French are going to invest heavily in that. So should we. Because they're bringing in fresh troops. I want to watch that front row. Unfortunately, you don't get the pop-up here, the tooltip here showing how many they have in reserve. Alright. I'm gonna help them. Just chalk that up as one more Scottish victory. It's only natural. By the dickens, the amount of troops you need to bring to level France is sickening. Now, where are you going to run to? Everybody's going to either... Well, the French is who I'm concerned about. They're going to go to Berry, but they're probably going to go for high base tax. Surprised they didn't go for Ile-de-France though, but I shall chase them down slightly, just in the off chance that we can make something special out of this. We have all the claims that we need on you. The Hanseatics are thoroughly invested in the islands, which kind of works for us. And we should maybe look to have a bit of a relationship with Austria. Anjou, what an odd place to run to. But this is taking some time. What I should be doing is force marching my way there in the off chance that I can beat you to wherever the heck you're going. What?